Oh my god, I've never said it on camera. Oh, I mean, I've never said it on from my own real experience. No surgery, no quick fix gonna make you more beautiful, more attractive, and of course, they will not help your confidence. It's only your inner work and only your inner decision. That's it. Okay, today I finally feel ready to share about my surgery. And in my life I had 5 surgeries. 2 weeks ago it was my last one, and I still have the cast on my face and I'm recovering. When people hear, oh, I've got a nose job or nose surgery, they assume that it's for the beauty purposes, but in my case it was just because I couldn't breathe properly and I was struggling a lot. I do this video not because I want you to feel sorry for me, and it's not for sympathy. I share it only because maybe it will inspire someone, maybe it will help someone, and I feel like it's gonna make me feel better after I will tell you everything. This video is gonna be about my pain, but also it's about my healing and how strong it made me. Wow, it's so interesting because I've never publicly shared on camera. Like, of course, my friends, my family knows, but I never posted about it. And the reason why I didn't post about it, I didn't want anyone to feel sorry for me. But okay, let's go back to the main topic. I was born with a cleft lip. If you don't know what is cleft lip, I will explain to you later. But since I was a baby, since my first surgery was when I was 9 months old, from the day I was born, my healing journey began, and I didn't know, but yeah, it was a long process. It's not just was a one surgery which would fix it all. Then I had another surgery, I feel like 4 or 5 years old. Then I had another surgery, I feel like I was 12, and I thought that is going to be my final surgery when I was 16. All of these surgeries, they were not about the looks. They were basically to help me to breathe better. Because, like, you know, when you, as a kid, you don't know, you don't understand, and your parents make a decision for you. Very grateful and thankful to my mom because she always tried to find the best doctors for me. She would always try to do her research, but unfortunately, you know, when you're growing, your face is changing as well. That's why it took for me so many surgeries to get it, as we thought, done right. Last surgery which I had, it wasn't a rhinoplasty, it wasn't a typical normal surgery. The cartilage out of my ear and the cartilage from my rib, and to put it in my nose. So now I'm a Terminator. I don't know, I don't want to laugh about, I don't want to make jokes about it, but yeah, I have the part of my rib and the part of my ears, a little piece of cartilage installed in my nose to help support it. Cleft lip, it's not about your appearance only, it's about how you breathe, how you speak, how you eat. It's a very complicated thing which affects your whole life and your whole existence. So it was challenging for me growing up because besides the fact that I was bullied a lot, and kids are very cruel, so like, you know, all of these terrible nicknames, all of this fun at me, and it you know, it was not easy. And on top of that, I had problems living my life because, again, I couldn't breathe, I had troubles speaking, I had troubles being a kid. You know, when your brain doesn't get enough oxygen, you feel different, you feel not normal. I remember I was always wearing some sort of support for my nose. It would be like special nose rings or nose tape to support my nose and to help me to breathe better during the night. So it's been always in my life, and when I recently started to share about it on my social media, so many people thought that it's just like, you know, just for fun. I remember I started to do nose taping since I was a kid because it would help me to breathe, it would support my nose, and nose taping, nose rings, all of that stuff was always in my life, fortunately or unfortunately. So yeah, when I started to share about it on social media, people were surprised like why I do that and how it can help me. Really big fan of nose tape, because if you had any type of surgeries on your nose, you know that it affects it and your nose gets swollen, and it's just, you know, you look more snatched on next day after nose taping. And I learned this trick since I was a kid. It's one of the main tools of how I would help myself, not only physically but also making myself look prettier. And yeah, so as I said, I had 5 surgeries in my life and I never shared about it, but this year I promised myself if I will do the surgery, I will share with you guys and I will tell you the whole story. Because again, surgery, it's not a quick fix. When you search for the right doctor and when you search for you should do it or not, you really need to go very deep into that topic, especially if you have a normal nose and you just want to change the appearance. If someone would ask me, would I recommend? 100% no, because it's all of that anesthesia, all of these painkillers is just so, it takes so much of your energy. And I remember it affects your body, it affects your memory, it affects your life. And if you need to do it for medical reasons, then yes. If you want to do it just because it's cool to have a small nose, I would really say no. Think again, think twice. And I feel like it's so beautiful to be unique, and it's so beautiful to be not like everyone else. And maybe yes, for some people I have bigger nose, but you know what, I feel like keeping your unique face, it's so cool. Because sometimes when I go on social media, it's very hard for me to understand the difference between these very look-alike girls, because I feel like everyone right now tries to be like everyone else. And what's the point? What's unique? Like, you need to keep your unique face, you need to keep your unique features, and you need to learn only how to enhance them, right? You need to work on your confidence, not to try to completely change your face and try to become someone else. That's why I would never say that nose job or quick fix or surgery, any type of surgery, any type of beauty procedure, gonna make you feel more confident or gonna make you look more beautiful. No. When I was a teenager, I didn't want anyone to know about how I was born and that I had any type of problems. And especially growing up in Russia, I got a lot of hate and bullying from my classmates and people who was around me. Doesn't matter my age, younger, teachers, whatever. So honestly, yeah, it was one of the decisions why I decided to move to another country and why I moved to United States. I didn't feel good being in Russia, because in Russia people are very judgmental, and if you from small town and you look even a little bit different from others, you will get so much hate, you will get so much judgments, and people will always try to remind you that something is wrong with you, but in reality it's not. So now I'm 25, I don't avoid a close-up photos anymore, and I don't hide it from people. And honestly, I feel so happy when I received any type of messages that my look, my confidence inspired someone. And the reason why I wanted to say today that I was born with cleft lip, because I'm getting all of these messages from people who has the same thing as I do, and they saying thank you to me. I cannot even describe how much it means to me. When I was growing up, I wish I had someone like me I could look at, and this person could inspire me. I can relate to this person. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that, because I really needed someone when I was little and when I was a teenager. I really had this idea that I want to become a model, and I really worth of that. I can really become one, and I love taking photos, I love being in front of the camera. And this idea was so hard and was so deep in my head that if you would ask me who you want to be when you grow up, I always would say I'm gonna be a model. I honestly, I don't know why I had this idea and why I didn't have any other options, but yeah, later I moved to United States and I went to the school because education is important. Don't forget, I have a Slavic mom who would always remind me of that. So yeah, I would go to college there and I would start kind of my modeling journey, and it would help me a lot on my confidence. And why I'm saying it to you, if you have a goal, if you have a dream, and if someone tells you that you're not built for that, you're not beautiful enough, you're not smart enough, you're not something enough, don't listen to this person. If I could do it, and if I'm finally sharing about it on my YouTube channel, and maybe I will repost on my Instagram, then you guys can do it 100%. Because I was so insecure about this topic, I was so sad about this topic that I never thought that I will feel comfortable sharing about it, and that I will publicly say that I was born with a cleft lip. Because again, when I was growing up, I really thought that it was my fault that I was born this way, and I really thought that something is wrong with me. I don't know, maybe it's a therapy, maybe it's all inner work I did with myself, maybe it's all psychology books I've read, but I'm 25 now and I have so much realization that it's not a curse, it's a blessing in some way, and it helped me to become my best version of myself. It built my personality, it built my character so much, and I'm so strong right now. I'm so confident. And every surgery, yes, it was a lot of pain, it was a lot of struggle, but it built my character a lot. The part of me is grateful that I had this journey and I was strong enough to go through that. And again, I'm so grateful for my mom, for my parents, for the friends I had, who was always, for the friends I had and I still have, I have some, who was supporting me and who were, believing in me. On my social media, I always promote natural beauty, and I will still promote it because I didn't change the shape of my nose. I just basically helped myself to breathe better, and my nose gonna be the same. I don't have any makeup right now, so sorry guys, but I really wanted to show you the healing process and the cast on my nose, the tape on my nose, and that I accepting that, and it's normal, it's fine, and it's still a lot of swelling, but I hope it will go down pretty soon. I feel like a month to recover and feel the result. If you wanna know my doctor, I will share with you. Just write me message, not like a comment, and I feel like it's a private information kind of, and yeah, I will share with you my doctor as soon as I get the results. Why I did that, it was never about chasing the perfection, it was only about feeling comfortable in my own body, in my own skin, and it was only for the medical purposes. Because fortunately or unfortunately, some people didn't get lucky enough and they were born with the medical reasons, and they have to get it done and they have to help themselves and take care of it. Also wanted to say that I'm not ashamed of it. I'm actually very proud of myself because I did the surgery in a different country without my family, alone. I'm very grateful I had my friends and people who cares about me and who helped me through not the easiest moment of my life. So yeah, thank you again. Now let's do a little break, and I want to show you a little bit of my routine and what I do when I'm at home recovering. Recovering after my surgery, it was last week. Still pretty tired. I don't leave my home, I don't leave my apartment. So I'm cooking a lot, and of course I'm cooking healthy recipes. And today I want to do this 3 ingredients chocolate cake. I'm so excited because you don't need to bake it. I don't know how to bake. I think I will share the recipe on Instagram. Okay, it was in the freezer, and now look at this beauty. Also wanted to show you, I steamed baby potatoes, so tomorrow I have, not tomorrow, today I have them to eat. It's amazing prebiotic, and it's very good because I was taking antibiotics last week and I need to help my digestion. If you're going through something like that, health issues, surgeries, emotional struggles, any type of insecurities, I want you to know that your story is valid and that you're not alone. You don't need to explain anyone anything. You don't need to explain the pain you have to someone who you don't even know. So yeah, I have a scar on my face, and what do you think about scars? Scars don't make you less beautiful, less attractive. Scars makes you real, and I think real it's what the world needs, especially during this social media time. And the world needs more real of you. I still believe that being unique is the best, and I feel like especially right now when you don't do copy paste of someone else appearance of someone else face, it's the best when you keep your unique features. And thank you to my Slavic mom that she would always remind me to work on myself, to get the better version of myself, that like I need to have a right diet, I need to do sport, I need to take care of my skin. But she would always say to me, don't change it. And I'm so grateful for that, because I don't want to lie, it was so many times in my life when I thought that I want to have a smaller nose, or why I was born this way. And especially growing up after a terrible day at my school, when I would bullied a lot, I didn't have friends, I would come back home and I would cry about it, because I was like, why do I deserve it? And I'm so happy that I work on it. I've been through that, and it didn't break me, but it helped me to become a stronger person. And especially when I started to post on social media, I received so many comments that oh, you're beautiful, but you need to change the shape of your nose. Oh, it's like you look fine, but the one thing which is off, it's your nose. First of all, I think it's not good when people think that they have a right to comment on someone else's appearance, and it makes me so annoyed when I hear someone is making fun of someone else's appearance. I'm happy that in my surroundings, my friends and people who I work with, smart enough, don't project their insecurities on someone else. I feel like that's strong, that's cool. And to everyone who is healing right now, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I want you to remember how strong you are, how powerful you are. You are not alone, and you're doing better than you think. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I think it was very sentimental video for me. It was very hard because I used to cry when I would say something like that out loud. But today I felt strong enough and grateful that I have the community I have, and I'm building my community. So yeah, thank you so much. I love you all, and I will see you soon.